was a very lonely, terrifying existence, and we were left to try to educate our friends and family about something for which there was really not much information.
There was barely anything on Lennox-Gastaut syndrome. So in the beginning, it felt like we were the only people on the planet who had this disease.
I went up to my room every night and cried, honestly. Like I was like, what is this diagnosis? What?
We're in the midst of finding out that this wasn't just epilepsy that he had, that this was LGS, and learning that this was going to be a lifelong thing for us and that he would depend on us forever.
The bottom just fell out of our world. I dove headfirst into all the research I could find. Google was my best friend and my worst enemy.
The toughest part emotionally was we had a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and their life stopped. They had to miss out on so much because we were at this appointment.
Seeing this precious little, 25, 30-pound kiddo and just thinking, what's his life gonna look like? What's our life gonna look like?
Searching for just someone that understood what we were going through is really lonely and isolating.
Danny was 22 when the LGS Foundation was first launched. That was like a whole world opening up to us in which we could find others who got it.
I have found those who truly understand.
I think it's been incredible what the foundation has done in 15 years. We've built this incredible community of support.
The LGS Foundation had an ambassador program that could connect us with new families. I thought this was a great opportunity to let other people know that they weren't alone.
It was like, oh God, there's somebody else like us. And it's been a lifesaver for us, so.
Today, we're in a much better spot than we were over 10 years ago. The Lennox-Gastaut Syndrome Foundation has really driven and led a lot of these efforts.
How do we make people more aware of Lennox-Gastaut and who our kids are as people, not just as a diagnosis?
I think what's really going to change the future of LGS research is going to be us, the patient families, and then working alongside the professionals who are the ones that are every day trying to bring help to our families. We stop simply experimenting on our loved ones, but we start capturing the data for the next generation.
What changes the future is collaboration. What I love about Lennox-Gastaut Syndrome Foundation is a collaboration between parents and caregivers and clinicians and researchers.
Well, you have a tremendous partnership of the families and the caregivers who really always tell us what is the most relevant to caring for a child with Lennox-Gastaut syndrome.
We brought in the researchers and we started holding convenings and saying, how can we all work together?
I am excited for the future. I feel, in 20 years, I'm going to look back at these last few years and think, wow, things are so much better, and we understand LGS way better than we ever did.
We have inspiring leaders. We have creative scientists. We have parents who are pushing us. And there is always hope that something's going to be better.
What gives me hope for the future is being able to be in the same room as doctors, researchers, and feel heard and have a voice at the table,
all of these people want to find a cure, so that gives us hope. Like, we're not just being told there's nothing that you can do.
Technology and science has advanced so much, and looking how far we've come.
There will be a cure, that there will be, hey, you have LGS, so do this, this, and this, and you will be fine. And that is really hopeful for me.
We'll never, ever, ever give up. We keep moving forward, and as long as we keep moving forward, there is hope.
For patients with LGS, hope looks like research, it looks like better treatments, it looks like stopping the evolution from whatever underlying cause each person has to LGS. And I do believe all of that is possible.